Hello student, welcome to online class. In this session we are going to discussing with chapter number 3 Kingdom Classification 2. In this session we are going to discussing with the learning objectives are Introduction to Animal Kingdom, A. Invertebrates, B. Vertebrates and Classification of Invertebrates. It contains 4 phylum we are going to discussing in this session. The first phylum phylum Porifera, second one phylum Coelenterata, third phylum Platyhelminthes, and fourth phylum Nematoda. Animal Kingdom. Introduction to Animal Kingdom. Animals are those organisms which are eukaryotic, multicellular and heterotrophic in their mode of nutrition. Most of the animals are eukaryotic and multicellular. Depends upon the other living organism to take the energy, so we call it as heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Animal cells do not have cell walls. Yes, animal cell outermost covering layer of animal cell, it is a plasma membrane or cell membrane. Except a few, most animals are mobile. Depending on this difference, we can broadly classify animals as invertebrates and vertebrates. Yes, differences we can classify into major categories: invertebrates and vertebrates. The invertebrates do not have backbone. Yes, because without backbone and vertebral column, we call it as invertebrates. On the other hand, vertebrates including man have backbone. We can, the human being, the vertebral column, we can say backbone. So that is the kind of backbone present in the organism, we call it as vertebrates. Now see the pictures, some of the animals, for example, ant, jellyfish and octopus, anemone. So these are the animals are without backbone. We call it as invertebrates. Vertebrates. Now clearly understand backbone present in this picture vertebrates. So these are all the animals contain it made up of the backbone, the vertebral column. So we call it as vertebrates. Yes, for example, the elephant, giraffe, leopard, and dogs, cat, deer, whales, and whale. So these are animals contain backbone. So we call it as vertebrates. Classification of invertebrates or non-chordates. The first one, invertebrates. How can we classify? So it is an non-chordates, does not contain backbone. Invertebrates do not have backbone. See the pictures, clearly understand, like a butterfly, starfish, ant and other animals does not contain backbone. So they have soft body with delicate skeleton or no skeleton at all. Yes, even some snail, the bones or of skeleton are exo. The bones are covered outside. Yes, body. They have soft body with delicate skeleton or no skeleton at all. These are the animal does not contain bone and also soft body in nature. They are divided in different phyla as discussed here. The invertebrates we classified phylum. The first phylum, phylum Porifera. Phylum Porifera in Greek porous, that is called the pore, openings, para to bear. So openings are containing in the body. So organism with holes. The sessile, the first one sessile, stalkless. So there is no different kinds of any leg or anything. We call it as sessile or stalkless. Sedentary. So sedentary means it attached to the substrate, maybe the rock, any other odd substance inside the marine and the sea. And marine except one group that lives in fresh water. Some of them live in fresh water. These are non-motile animals attached to some solid support. They are commonly called sponges. Asymmetrical or radially symmetrical. Sponges may be vase like rounded sac or branch. Yes, vase like a mug-like shape. Asymmetrical. Maybe we cannot separate the body segment, or radially symmetrical. We can cut the portion of any direction with the so many pieces. Third one, body is perforated with numerous pores. Yes. It also has one or more large sized outlets for water. Yes, already I said. So body segmented contains so many pores. So perforated numerous pores. It's a large shaped water going outlets that space is called, that opening is called oscula. The canal system is a filter feeding system of sponges. Yes. So the openings is, it is called osculum. That's what happened, it's a canal system. So the water and feeding of the any other material, that canal system filter, it helps in circulating water throughout the body to brain. Yes, because the osculum is the opening. That opening, all the food material, substance, other things, the filtering. For example, food, oxygen, and water. So mouth, digestive cavity, and anus is absent. Yes, maybe that openings all the one it is released in the water easily. We take the nutrition, water, everything in the osculum. So there is no mouth and digestive cavity and anus. Now see the picture. It is an example of cycone. So this is an osculum. This opening is called the osculum. Yes, the finger shows that this is an osculum. So this is a sponges. We call it as cycone. So this is a what are the things? The food material, oxygen goes with the osculum. Easily understandable. And also food material, all everything is a canal system. And also filtered here. Everything is here filtered. Phylum Porifera includes cycone, Leucoslonia, Eupectella, Spongilla. Yes. The first one already seen the second one. Now see the picture of Leucoslonia. So these are openings, this is the osculum. The body is attached to the solid substance and also sessile. Yes, numerous pores are here. So it's a non-motile. Eupectella. This is one of the phylum Porifera. It's the openings are here. Yes, same of the same as it is attached to the solid support. Next one is Spongilla. This is the opening. This is a canal system and also minute openings throughout the body. Attached the solid substance. It attached to the solid support. It is a non-motile. The next one, phylum Cnidaria or Coelententetra. The phylum Cnidaria or Coelententetra in Greek is in hollow gut. Yes, it is an aquatic living water. It is an aquatic living in water, mostly marine. Few such as Hydra are fresh water. For example, Hydra. In the Hydra is especially we can see in the fresh water. Most of the animals mostly marine. A central gastrovascular cavity, coelententatron, is present, anus, but has a mouth which is surrounded with short and slender tentacles. In the phylum Porifera, the opening canals, that we call it as osculum, is here that central gastrovascular cavity present here, and also lack of anus, and also the mouth surrounded by a lot of short and slender, that is called tentacles, and respiratory, circulatory, and excretory organs are absent. They are very important. Here, respiratory, circulatory, and excretory system and organs are absent. Nervous system is primitive. So nervous system is primitive, very important, has only network of nerve cells. Yes, already know nervous system is made up of nerve cell or neuron. Their mouth is surrounded by a several finger-like projection is called the tentacles. Finger-like projection is called the tentacles. The next one, this projection possesses stinging cells which help them in anchoring, defense, and arresting prey. Yes, the tentacles easily capturing and also attract to capturing the food. So easily arresting the prey. For examples of cnidarians include hydra, jellyfish, and sea anemone. These are the tentacles nearing the surrounded by a mouth, easily attracted the prey. So tentacles capture and arresting the prey and easily take the food. It's a hydra. And second one, jellyfish. This jellyfish look like a surrounded by a mouth, easily capture the prey. Now see that some of the food particles arrested by the tentacles. And next one, sea anemone. Yes, these tentacles are like a finger-like projections, easily attracted the prey and also easily arresting the prey for their nutrition. Platyhelminthes. Platy means flat in substance. Helminth and flatworms. So platyhelminthes. Body is thin, soft, leaf-like or ribbon-like. How look like? Very thin and soft and leaf-like manner and ribbon-like manner. They are triploblastic animals, implying that their tissues differentiate from three embryonic germ layers. They are without a body cavity ecolemate animals. Yes, there is no any other holes or pores or cavity. That embryonic germ layers it's surrounded by a three embryonic germ layers. Yes, it's a triploblastic animal and digestive cavity when present with a single opening. Yes, here digestive cavity is in single openings. The mouth anus is absent. Suckers and hooks are usually present. Digestive cavity is in single opening. Mouth is present Annals are absent, and like hooks and suckers are usually present. They are capturing the prey. Circulatory and respiratory system and skeletons are absent here. There is no other system in this phylum Platyhelminthes. And fifth one, hermaphrodite, that is, both male and female reproductive organs occur in the same individual. Yes, so these are the phylum Platyhelminthes. Hermaphrodite is an both male and female sex organ, reproductive organ present in the same individual. Examples of this phylum are Planaria and liver fluke. Now see the picture planaria and liver fluke. We cut the part of the body of planaria and overnight and also take several days and producing organs and find entirely organs completed after several days it will taken will come for new organism. And second one, liver fluke, it look like a thin very leaf like in nature. The mouth is only opening at the body. So these are the examples of phylum Platyhelminthes. And phylum Nematoda, body is worm-like, round, slender, and tapering at the two ends. Yes. Now see the picture. These are worm-like. It's an two-end, upper and lower end. Body look like round, slender, and tapering end with two ends, and cylindrical or flattened. Cylindrical or flattened. Body is covered with a tough, resistant cuticle cilia absent. Body is covered with a tough, hard and very hard material, very strongest material, resistant in nature, cuticle cilia are absent. Yes. Alimentary canal is tight, complete with the mouth and anus. Alimentary canal is tight. Alimentary canal means it's a digestive part is then look like a very straight and complete with mouth to anus. Pharynx is a muscular. The opening of the mouth is a muscle, and sexes are separate. Both male and female are separate. More forms are parasitic. Parasitic means it lives on other living organism. It lives on other living substance in the inside the body. It will take all the energy that we said parasitic, but some are free living in soil and water. Most of the forms in parasitic nature, it lives on other living organism, maybe sometime living in soil and water. Some of the examples of phylum Nematoda. The first one, Ascaris, roundworm, two tapering ends, then parasitic. And second one, the body segmented is cylindrical in nature. The next one, Ankylostoma, is a hookworm. Body structure is a cylindrical in nature. The tapering end, it is in parasitic. Next one, Wuchereria browncrofti, filarial worm. Now see that look like a thread-like in nature. So it is also present in our human eye. Inside the host, it will take all the energy and also release some harmful substance. These are the examples of phylum Nematoda. The next one, Trobius, pinworm of human. So it attaches and also it is present in the human digestive system. It is a very dangerous. It leads to some harmful effect to the human digestive part and also human. It leads to several diseases. It is a one type of a phylum Nematoda. Thank you, student. In this session, we are discussed about introduction of invertebrates. We have discussed the first four phylum. Rest of the phylum we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.